If you're an agency owner, you're tired of doing countless of hours of outreach, then this video is for you guys. I'll be showing you guys how to book out your entire calendar on complete autopilot without having to spend any money on ads. So stay tuned, guys. So, in order to book out your entire calendar, what I want you to do, guys, first is master the arts of delegation. What I mean by that, learn how to outsource these low leverage tasks such as outreach, because if you don't, you just become a glorified, freelancer. And that's not what we are. As an agency, you are a business owner at the end of the day, so you must start thinking like one, right? So, what I want you to do, guys, is you have to create multiple points of outreach in order to book out your calendar. Because if you have diversified your ways of outreach, obviously you have more potential leads, right? And obviously, more potential leads equals more potential clients, right? So, I'd create multiple channels. First one being cold calling, DM settings slash Facebook, Instagram DMs, and there's also a way to get clients through Facebook groups, right? So let's just start with the first one, which is cold calling, right? So what I want you to do, guys, is I want you to hire 10 dialers, right? And how are you going to hire them? You're going to go on Facebook groups. You're just going to write a simple post just saying, I'm hiring cold callers, 10% commission per every job closed, right? Expected earning is X, Y, and Z, right? And you're going to find a lot of people who are actually interested to do the work on that basis, right? So don't do it on Fiverr, don't do it on Upwork, because it's most likely that you're not going to find people who are willing to do it like that on there, right? Next thing that you want to do is obviously scrape leads, because obviously how are they going to call anyone if you don't have any leads, right? I'd suggest you guys use two methods. If you have a couple bucks, like $5, $10, right, you can either scrape them on Apollo or Fiverr. And with the Apollo method, I don't want you guys to use the Apollo software, but what I'm talking about is you just search Apollo Scraper online, and then you can just paste the URL of the Apollo search on there with the fields that you require and the niche, and you can buy the amount of leads that you want. So say you want 1,000 leads, you can buy 1,000, and the price is like $3 for every 1,000, right? So there you go, $3 for 1,000 leads, right? That's all you need at the start, right? Or you can use Fiverr. You can just go on Fiverr, right, and just put a simple job posting like this, and you'll find a lot of people, lots of freelancers who are willing to do it for very cheap, right? But that's assuming you have some money. If you are completely broken and nothing, what I suggest you guys do is you go on Phantom Buster, right? And you just create a free trial account using Temp Mail, and there you can just put the Google Map URL, right? And it will scrape all those leads in that area for that niche, right? And that's how you're initially gonna get leads. Obviously, what you then need to create is you need to create a power dialer for these VAs, right? Because obviously, how the hell are they meant to call them? You need to create a power dialer for them. And I suggest you guys just go high level at the start, because obviously you're going to service these clients and go high level anyways. So you might as well have it all on one platform just to stay organized on your end, right? And what you want to do is you want to give each cold caller a 100 daily cold call requirement. So that is the minimum. If they're not doing that, then obviously you exactly fire them, because 100 cold calls only takes like 1.5 to 2 hours, right? So you give them 100 daily cold call requirement, right? And if you're having $10, 100 dials, times 10, that's 1,000 dials per day, right? And say, for example, if you have 1,000 dials per day and you have 1% booking rate, if you have 1% booking rate, you're gonna book 10 people in every single day, right? Obviously, these are booked appointments, not shows. So based on these 10, you're probably gonna have around 3 to 5 shows, because no show rate from cold calling is usually higher. So you're gonna have this many calls booked every single day from cold calling, right? And what I suggest you guys do is obviously you track the metrics, because without tracking anything, you can't scale. So you want to track every single setter, how many leads have they dialed, how many have they booked, and how many of them have they showed up, right? So that way you can completely scale it, and you know that, for instance, that it takes this many calls to book one meeting. So how many calls do I have to do every single month if I want 30 bookings or 50 bookings or 100 bookings, right? So that's how you dial in one source of outreach. The next thing that I suggest you guys do is also build a team of people who are willing to do Facebook and Instagram DMs for you, right? And obviously hire them on a commission basis, similar to cold calling, right? And how you're gonna find them is obviously the same channel. You're gonna find them through most likely Facebook groups, right? And I suggest you guys hire three and ask each person to do 200 DMs, right? Next thing is they need obviously you need to give them some leads, right? on the job posting, you can say that or you can train them to how to source leads themselves, or you can give them the leads, right? If you're sourcing leads for them, or if they're sourcing leads for you, I suggest you teach them how to use Phantom Buster, or you use Phantom Buster likewise, and you can create a free account using a temporary email. And like I said before, you just put the URL of the Google search inside, and it will scrape all the leads in the Google Map area. It'll give you their Facebook, Instagram, can give you everything that you require, right? You just gotta pick, right? And obviously, again, track the metrics, because if you can't track the metrics, you cannot scale. Again, similarly, Facebook group method, right? And not a lot of people talk about this method. So basically, what you're doing here is you're gonna hire people again on a commission basis, and you're gonna give each person their initial group, right? So obviously, there's multiple niches, and but if you're focused on one, and you say, for example, you're focused on roofing, you're gonna search groups on Facebook which are related to roofers, right? These places are usually where roofers, it's like a community, they're all talking about roofing, they're all roofers, right? And then what you want to do is, you know, you want to warm the leads up in there, because let's say there's 1,000 roofers in that group. That means there's 1,000 people that potentially would like to have more leads, right? So that means, but how do you get them? You basically bait and switch them. So you create a fake account, fake profile, you advertise yourself as a roofer, get all warm and comfortable with them, and then eventually you get their details. And what you can do is you can add it on a spreadsheet and then cold call them, right? And then, you know, book them in for a meeting, right? So it's with these three channels of outreach, is this definitely going to help you scale your SMMA, right? And you don't even have to spend any money on ads. You can completely outsource it to VAs who are willing to do it for basically for free, right? So where do you find these people? It's most likely you're going to find them through Facebook groups, Discord groups, or school communities, right? So it's that easy, guys. Don't overcomplicate it, right? These are the simple steps. If you want to know exactly how to do it, just DM me on Instagram, and I can go a bit more in depth with you guys one on one, right? So thanks for watching, guys.